secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium, as we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the LSU Tigers. They'll move the wide receiver. Off play action on first down. Pressure coming. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Toss to fire on second down. Quick strike complete.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on third. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So LSU's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two. Stick upside his head.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Here comes the heat. Quickly complete. And he has run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact. Behind the chains now on second and long. Quarterback on the keeper. Finding an escape route. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Gets it out quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family
unleashes one deep. And that one is unloads quickly. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against And coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple yards.
So now it's 2nd and long. Tight end now in motion. Off play action. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And that punt will sail out of bounds. And now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Wide receiver going in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got his man quickly. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation. And now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Thought they had something set up there, but he'll be stopped just short, and it'll be 4th down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. They'll look to pin him deep. You'd think they would have had a... And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up with an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Under fire. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking for room. It's Schiff. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's 4th down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Special teams coming. So here comes the Auburn offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Got the quick completion. Breaks into the open. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Hauls it in. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Looking to throw on first down. He's got his man.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Got it in the middle of Terrace. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Wants to throw it. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Off the play fake. Finds the tight end. He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. On the run, fires downfield. He's got it. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the 1st and goal. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. Complete. Looking for the end zone. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. He'll take it himself. And he'll race it. They couldn't connect on that 57-yard field goal, and now they'll put it in play from the 40. Power football with the run. Jukes his way for more. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll ride the hot hand. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a young. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up. Inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, the inside give. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Fires left. Wide open downfield. Ripped off a huge sharp play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off the RPO, complete. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Back has it. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Looking to the end zone. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He stopped, not much on the return. Great place to start for this offense. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to go up top. Right down the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And it's good. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Harris. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
And that's perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays, don't want to give up those first downs, and just make that clock run.
What a fantastic job by the defense that time, forcing the incompletion. They've got the lead late, setting up fourth down. Can they come up with one more stop? If they get it, they might win this game.
Fourth down, gotta have it here. Here's a throw downfield late. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliates.